All right, hello, everyone. It's Saturday night. We are back for yet another stream. We'll be continuing on with the HG Fair Act tonight. Hopefully, finishing that up and moving on to just not building the kit for Redacted, because that's I think the next on my to-do list anyway. I'm gonna jump into the chat, say hello like I usually do. Before I do though, a couple quick things before I forget. Number one, if you enjoy these streams and get something out of it, please hit that like button. I really appreciate it if you do. It's really helpful in getting other people to see the stream and stuff like that. Number two, we do have a sale going on this weekend at mechawarehouse.com. 15% off MG kits, in-stock MG kits with code MG15. You guys all probably love master grades, so it's a great time to pick up master grades. And anything else you need at the same time, for that matter. And the one other thing I think is we do have the super thanks and super chats and all that stuff enabled, and if you utilize any of those features, any revenue from that will be going back into the stream for future extra giveaway prizes and things like that, just so everybody's aware. So I'm gonna jump in the chat and say hello, and then I'm gonna get back to building this. What's up, Dylan Dull, Wolfpack, Real Time 88, Massive Attack, Rob Rosencrantz, J plus K, BJ Bowden, Matt Atkinson, Sig Zeon, UGE, Chris Clayton, Lord Kronos, Caleb Shuck, JT Smith, Heathcliff, UGE, Gerb TV, Martin Skillante, Maverick Entity, let's see, J of the 400, D Dorito, Kilo Delta, John Lasseter, Marcus Hatch, Sound Agent Army, Lego Yoda, Adam Champo, MZ, Earthfake 32, Bird Soup, everyone, thank you. Nick Receipt, my gift, can't wait to build it, awesome. UGE, what's up? Austin Berlini, Thomas, Hunter Thomas, let's see, BBK, Velcro Shoe Guy, Rob Sadler, Matt Atkinson, Saltiest Dogs, Lord Kronos, what's up? Israel Knight, Regina, what's going on? Charles. I think this Textbook stream still is the Charazaku currently. I know most folks don't even read it and ask you what's going on repeatedly, but it heads up nonetheless. Let's change that. That should be updated now. Jason Walton, what's up? Nafa fan, what's going on? I think I'm all caught up here, so I'm gonna get back to working on this. I gotta remember where I was at last time. What's everybody up to? How's everybody's week been so far? What's up, Artie? Okay, so some of the backpack stuff. What's up, Jojo? Oh, yeah, I think this was what I was working on. I did that. Okay, A14, B219. It's a Gerb TV. Bird Suit, working on MG Geese. Nice. MG Tall Geese is a nice kit. Recovering from cataract surgery. Ouch. So you're probably listening more than watching, I would imagine. I really, really hope I never need cataract surgery or any sort of eye surgery for that matter. I don't think I would do very well with any sort of eye surgery. Okay, an A14. It's been an interesting weekend. This is my Zen tonight. Nice. So Tom, got my gun primer stuff today. Pretty excited. Nice. What'd you get? Alright, decent, I suppose. Got everything but the monitor for PC build, but found today my aftermarket cooler is missing and mounting brackets needed. Working on prototype goof from Origin. Oh, nice. Working Hexagear tonight. Black Rabbit, fun little builds. Some Hexagear stuff looks really cool. I need to build some Hexagear myself. Redacted tonight. Just got back from the store with painting supplies. Glad to have figured what I want to do with the Redacted kit. Nice. What's up, Wyatt? Listening. Meal prepping, down 44 pounds, 6 more to go to hit my next goal. 26 days till goal date. Nice. So Depeche. Question, so what is a Ver Ka on MG? Is that like a new version? So Ver Ka, or if you listen to Bandai, they say it's Ver Ka, but we all know it's Ver Ka. Ka stands for Katoki, who's one of the mechanical designers at Bandai, and so it's basically his take on whichever design it was. They tend to be a little bit more complicated than the regular master grades, usually some extra detail and parts and stuff, but otherwise it's basically just a master grade. I'm coming from a vasectomy, so I can stop having kids and afford this hobby. I'm starting Psycho Zaka MG tonight, trying to figure out if I want to paint this monster with a kit or not. Should build an HG Masala, gun farmer gate removal kit. Nice. Going, y'all working on the Zeta Revive, almost done with it. Then got the Psycho Zaka for Continent for the Lupus Rex on the backlog now too. Nice. What's up, Jason? My Zeta Ver Ka snap building is the nicest one. Chipping away an English assignment. Glad I don't have school anymore. Current working on Redacted kit, having fun with something other than Gunpla. Nice. Sometimes it's nice to mix stuff up. Very new to the Gunpla scene. I started about 3 weeks ago after getting a kit of Wing Gundam EWRG from an anime con, and now I have a ton of kits. This has been so awesome. Nice. I'll also hopefully not break into a coughing fit. It seems like that stomach bug I had a couple weeks ago turned into some sort of like upper respiratory thing or something. I think it's the same thing because Kate's got the same symptoms and the kids had similar symptoms too, coming off their having the same thing. I think it's gradually getting better, but I'm definitely dealing with it a little bit. It seems to get worse in the evening too, so with some luck I'll get through the stream without having to mute too many times. Just clipping empty runners. How bad is the haze in New Hampshire from the wildfires in Canada? I don't think I really noticed it. Looked like blue skies today, especially. So if we're getting any, it's not as bad as the pictures I've seen other places. Sicknesses for the week. What's up, Lazy Plague? I'm selling recently, pretty sure something's going around. Yeah, definitely. It's not bad when I'm not coughing, but when I'm coughing, it's obviously not great. Had it bad. It seems like it's hitting a lot of like New York and South. I think I saw some really nasty pictures from Virginia. Where in Canada are the fires? Because I mean, I don't know if I'm like north of it or something. Quebec. I wonder which way it was going. I don't feel like I saw it. So which colors you want to use for your redacted kit, Nick? Since they have 2 full sets. I'm not sure. I'm gonna be painting it, so it doesn't really matter which armor colors I use. I'll probably use whatever I feel like gives me the most consistent color as a base for my painting, but I haven't really decided which one yet. Smoke was annoying. Justin RI wasn't as bad as New York, but for someone allergic to burnt wood, I was having a bad week. That's rough. Yellow, orange, then dark, like we see the smoke come in. Yeah, remember seeing anything like that. From the area here, I've been working in Charlottesville. Aside from being foggy, looking, I haven't noticed much of the smoke. I've been further east and north of it. What's up, Arrow? In New York, gonna pass through here Wednesday and Thursday. Smoke went south from Quebec down around New York, then got pulled east in a loop. The weather patterns pretty much dodged most of New Hampshire, went right around you. Okay, that seems like what I never really ended up seeing it, so couldn't tell if I just was not observant enough. But I guess we avoided it. Here in Maine, didn't notice the Canada fire smoke. Had a T-ball and baseball game for two of my boys, and it rained, but turned blue skies and sunny. It rained here a bit today. But when it wasn't raining, it looked really nice out, so. It looked like it was about to have space colony drop down at a point. What's up, Mark? I found most of the kids have gotten so hard due to living in the middle of nowhere. Built the Leo, Grandpa. Goof Custom Loops Rex Target really had some kits, including Ariel. You can see air quality is probably above 100, below 200. Well, I wish I was upcharging a high new RG for 120 and nearly paid. Holy. They're not hard to get. We've had them in stock pretty consistently. And we've had options to pick up more that we haven't even needed to do because we've got enough in stock right now. It's insane. It's not a good time to be scalping. Zaku 2.0 this week, nice. Any of the Zaku 2.0s are nice builds. Colors, are you interested in using for your redacted kit deck? I'm not sure yet. I still have to decide. I've got a couple different options I've thought about. I can't really disclose them for the same reason I was talking about last week, where I want to make sure that no one knows which build is mine when it comes to judging the judges' builds. For my MG Charizard got to come in, nice. Alright, B217. Yeah, I forgot you were entering in the contest. Well, my bad. No worries. I've got ideas. I'm not sure which way I'm going with it yet. I'm kind of, when I build it, I'm gonna hopefully have to decide. I've got some ideas for thematically what I want to do and technically what I want to do. Checking in, good everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. What's up, Build and Collect? So you're not going to giant machine gun? I mean, I could be. I won't. I can't tell you. I'm gonna start MG RX 178 Gundam Mark II tonight. Nice. Maybe I built an MG because of shelf space. Been sticking HG and RG so far. Building my skills. That's cool. Just start with giant machine gun and went bigger. Full armor. Full armor Tamatu. Nick's gonna make it heavier somehow. They've asked me to do a team picks this week because we're short on some, and of course I had to grab the heavy arms off the shelf. I was gonna go Flarm or Tamatu, but I actually swapped around entirely to melee. That's cool. 2 shells for Nu so far, except Nike. I don't know if the plastic's getting brittle with age though. I ended up snapping a joint on one of the chest pieces when I was trying to open it up. Thankfully it sits closed okay without any sort of repair, but I was really bummed. I might have to look through my spare parts and see if I've got a replacement. If your Term 2 would be too hard, you could put missile pods and legs easily with the big Gatling on the top. The MG heavy arms. Hey Nick, into superheroes and comic book movies? I've been enjoying the comic book movies and stuff. I never really was into comic books themselves as a kid or anything, but I'm into the whole superheroes thing and all that kind of stuff. So I have Lupus Rex with his big mace. I had it like he was holding it like a baseball bat. He fell down after like an hour, and so now he's just gonna drag it. Curse of those big weapons. Someone makes an email from Nier out of the redacted kit. I wish I knew what that was. Okay, D19 and D23. My gripe with Marvel and DC is how many reboots, variants, universe it has. It's something manga does better as consistent. Definitely comic books have a ton of different versions. Like, I guess it makes sense at some point. You gotta keep using those characters or whatever, maybe. Maybe not. It's a lot to follow, though. Okay, 19, 23. Still on the Fair Act? Yes, I am still on the Fair Act. Hopefully finishing it tonight. Wonder how long Gunpla would last once built before it starts falling apart and breaking. I know that plastic could break down and get brittle, especially depending on what you put on it. Like certain chemicals might affect it more if you leave it in the sun, stuff like that. But I don't know what the true lifespan is of that stuff. What's tonight's prize? Tonight we're giving away an MG Nu Gundam Ver Ka. What I will get using the thank you for sticking with this code. I intend to buy some stuff as a birthday gift to myself. Nice. '94 Gunpla still going strong. You know, from near, and he's a really creepy boy. Maybe I don't wish I knew who that was then. Great video. Kit breakdown over time is why I don't paint. Guy that ride the Ferric has clone and piece of crap. MG Nu Gundam Ver Ka is on my backlog. Picked one up with the birthday coupon, waiting to hone my skills before I tackle it. Nice. So then with the MG sales not having any more mono eyes I still want in it, like that guy. So plan grab a Jim Sniper 2, Charge the Gawk, and Jim 2.0 though. It's a Peter. I got back in 1992. Yeah, I have no idea why it broke. Actually, it could just be the angle something was at. It didn't really make sense to me. I felt it binding a little bit, so I was trying to be easy on it, but Still didn't work for me. MGG would be cool, but the heft size. Here, what that was Sunday day. What's up, Kid Robot? Not Sunday. We got another whole weekend day left, thankfully. Cases where it's gonna break. It's gonna break. Yeah, I mean, I definitely articulated that piece many times before, but it also been sitting for a while, so I don't know if something could have shifted or what it got tight. Pan Gundam Tour 2023 set Thanksgiving week. Be there or be square. Nice. You don't know your own strengths. The nub removal make a big difference. The razor, I feel like the razor helps a lot. You can get the same effect with sanding sponges and stuff like that, but I definitely prefer this for flat pieces especially. And not using up sanding sponges is a big plus. Less consumables is good. Yes, nub removers help. Also, a pair of quality nippers. You think you'd be getting which Mercury kits as MGs or just full mechanics? I think it depends on how well the full mechanics sells. I think they use the full mechanics kinds of a litmus test these days for whether they should go to a whole MG, because MGs are, I think, really costly to develop. Speaking of full mechanics, we got the full mechanics aerials up for early bird. I think we still have some left. That shipment should be coming in a couple weeks. So I've worked with blue plastic, you know what I mean, but how do you avoid or get rid of the white splotches from the nubs? I keep having this issue. You gotta cut further from the part and then work your way down gradually by sanding. The white marks in parts come from the stress in the plastic when you cut. So better nippers will leave less stress, but certain colors definitely show the stress marks worse than others, like blues, for example. And so you got to be more careful about how far away you cut and how you work those nubs down. For sure, my current struggle is water decay. I was having a hard time placing them and aligning them. What are you using to move them once they're on the part? And I would make an MG and then a bunch of P-Bandit and missile, rebuild, permit score, etc. You'd think so, and they very well might. It just might not happen for a while. Full mechanics aerial. Did you see the crazy wireless LED build? I haven't. The scariest piece to work with is clear parts. They tend to be more prone to cracking and scuffing. Man, how good Gunpla models are. I remember building models with my dad back in the day that required glue, and even shaving off metal bits to make things actually fit. I'm just amazed. Definitely have gotten better. Black Alonso would be a nightmare for stress marks. That's why I'm on the fence about buying the full mechanics or not. They shoot black and blue, especially with a good pair of nippers. They're fairly affordable. I know God Hand is good, but I've seen them for like 200. God Hand, the God Hand Ultimate nippers should be like 50 something, I think. 50s to low 60s maybe. That's what we have them for at mechawarehouse.com anyway. The Display, we actually have a Display shipment coming in soon. The Display 3.0 nippers tend to be less expensive. They're like 30 something and are very similar in terms of quality. They're just harder to find these days. Our 3.0s will be coming in with the shipment that's, I think it just arrived. We'll be checking it in and restocking it hopefully for Friday, I think. An interesting thought. Would you ever consider doing live streams in the warehouse every now and then? Not at this time frame, because the warehouse is like a 45-minute drive away from my house, and I'm not there on Saturdays, so that would be a lot of extra driving. Also, way better seeing a guy on YouTube assemble the Tommy F-35 without glue. Nice. Got hand nippers myself not too long ago. I got one for some buddies. They're good. Let the man go home, right? Okay, A12 and 13. The biggest kit or box you guys have stocked. I picked Penelope vs. Chi with the effects from you guys. And that box is massive. I use the empty box to roll my Witch from Mercury backlog. That would have to be the Gojulis that just arrived from Kotobukiya. It is absolutely the largest box we've ever had, without a doubt. It's like 30 inches long or something. Absolutely massive and heavy too. Anybody go see the new Beast Wars movie that just came out? Nickel as well. What are you building? Weekend, what's up? I'm working on the HG Ferret. Just got back from watching Where's the Beast. It's got Vault Can nippers, and they were great. Aren't super expensive. Planning 2, yes, it's pretty good. Nice. So I went and saw it today and was giddy. Hope to see it this week. Nice. Don't know if it was in theaters actually, so I need to wait till it's streaming on Blu-ray. Pretty good, like an 8 out of 10. Kind of over Transformers. I want to see it. I took my 4-year-old daughter to see The Little Mermaid. It was her first movie. Oh, that's nice. Watch it for Monkey. Not yet, but I'll probably see it with my brother sometime soon. We used to watch Beast Wars together as kids. Juice would be in my carts so fast if I had $300 burning a hole in my pocket. Yeah, it's definitely an expensive one. It's probably one of the most expensive kits we've had too. New Transform movie, I watched it opening night. No spoilers. I'm quite disappointed personally, but it was fun. It's kind of a mixed review. Imagining that maybe hardcore Beast Wars fans might not get the fan service they wanted or something. I think it was the kit. It looks like a really fun build. It's the most expensive kit you've ever stocked. Well, so the Gojulis is with like 300, I think. So it's got one of the other PGs might be a little bit more, but if it is, it's not by much. Really, all I didn't like was the pacing felt off. Interesting. Hey, I almost forgot the stream. What's up, Daniel? It's what, like PG-13? How does the movie fare in terms of that stuff? I feel like, I mean, it's basically like a sequel to Bumblebee, right? Bumblebee was fairly benign for it being PG-13. We need to come to get a remaster and put on streaming. PGU, that's one of the most expensive kits you stocked. I mean, PGU is probably, I think that was like $290 something, so it's close. Gojulis definitely beats it out. $7.99 for PG or Mecha Warehouse. Yeah, so Gojulis is slightly more expensive. Definitely a larger box. The MGEX Unicorn. I don't think that was mid 200s, I think. But then again, last time we had it was a while ago. So that goes there. Alright, so that's one side here. I'm a fan of G1 Transformer myself, probably to my age. Hate the hands that come with those MS Ver Ka fingers always break. That's what music it is. So I place my order now. Try to order my midlife crisis money. Nice. My hands cramping from nipping the MG Gym Runners. But I stashed an MGX Unicorn in my backlog when I did. It was a question for the first drop, by the way. It took a whole crew of Earth people to create the Missile Fight Unit that beat up the Fair Act. We haven't done the first draw yet. About to do that, though. It's hard as hell compared to the Ver Ka. MG, my kingdom for live action Macross Robotech. I appreciate you guys featuring my build on Instagram, of course. All right. So we're gonna do our first draw here. Let's figure out number range and question. Okay, so let's do for the first draw. We're gonna do a number from 1 to 1200. And what is your favorite master grades? It's got the master grade sale going on this weekend. Maybe we can help give people some ideas. 1 to 1200. What is your favorite master grade? Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. 1 to 1200. What is your favorite master grade? Some good ones right there. All right. Okay, I gotta figure out this other side here. 216. Didn't really want a Dynamiz though. Dynamiz I've heard is a good one. Okay, and D25. go get the MG Just a Cannon. I believe that's your White Whale MG. I did. Got a pair of them actually. Back a little while ago. What's a question? Favorite master grade? Yeah. Number range 1 to 1200. I think this thing's gonna show anyway. Well, unless this opens, I guess. I'm gonna need a plastic grinder for this job. EX Strike Freedom if we're including EX, Wings 0 Ver Ka if not. I'll call time here in a moment, I think. And draw a winner. I have MG bars, but it's not built yet. It's my first MG. Bought my birthday 2 years ago. Yeah, from some Francis Mobile suit. Proposed the standard. Excuse me. Proposed the standard Alonzo with France's emblem. Isn't was the Rose Gundam or something from G Gundam was from Neo France or something? I watched a new Judge of Dragons film. It was very entertaining. You should probably watch that at some point. Sorry I'm late. Hope everyone is doing well. What's up, Tim? I'm going to finish sanding this part, and then I'm going to call time for the draw. Let's see if we got a winner. It's on Paramount Plus. I don't think I have Paramount Plus. Song is this? Right now it is called Constriction. Eric John Lacrosse, Richard Allen, Knight Bauer, and I think the list of names goes on. Artist feature Divided, I think might be the album or something. What was the question? Question is favorite master grade. Alright, calling time. Just bring up the actual random number generator, not the calculator. Okay, 1 to 1200. 859. I don't see an 859. I'll let you guys confirm. If that's the case, we will do another draw in a little bit. Any Attack on Titans kits out there? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not super familiar though, if there are. I don't think we've had any anyway. And Ariel will finish sometime later tonight, I guess. That's cool. What's up, Drift SC2 Gaming? Just finished HE Aerial, now waiting on my FM Aerial Gundam. Nice. Did you grab one of our early birds, or you going somewhere else? Nick, it's been a good night. It's been good, Massive Attack. Nick, what can we work on tonight? Eagle Hippie, I'm working on finishing up the HG Fair Act that I've been working on the past few weeks. Hopefully wrap this one up pretty soon and move on to something new. The pre-order Mecha Warehouse, and I cannot miss it this time. Nice. D13. Oh. No, I need D14 this time, I think. So who are the judges going to be for the Northeast Mecha Northeast Mecha Modeling Expo and Competition? We've only got 2 locked in for sure at this point. Well, not even. We got 1 locked in for sure, and that's Old School Gunpla, aka George, if you know him. You might have seen him in some of our vlogs and stuff. I've had a few conversations with him. Nickel Models will hopefully also be coming up for it. I think we're still waiting on a formal confirmation of him making sure he can make the travel plans happen. We've got a few of the people we've asked and talked to, but we're still waiting on confirmations from them as well. We're hoping to build out a team of probably about 6, so we've got 2 3-person teams. But we're still working on getting the rest of the judges lined up. Gonna top coat or just straight build? I will end up panel lining and top coating these just off stream. That's my plan for all the Witch from Mercury kits. Wait, I missed a time call. What was it? The number that was drawn was 859. No damage of dings and dents. Kits that are offered from Discord. I assume just box damage. Usually just box damage. If it's more than box damage, we'll usually indicate such when we put it up. But they tend to range from damage that's so minor that it's hard to tell to other cosmetic box damage, or if we specify otherwise, it could be a significantly damaged box. Bounces well, thanks, Stick, no problem. I have 3 problems preventing me from buying more kits. Redacted kits taking all my time. My backlog is enough kits. I have run out of room to store built kits. All legitimate problems. What are the categories? Nothing. Make it but curious. So we've got, I think, 8 categories specified so far. They haven't been published yet formally, so these could be subject to change still until they go live. But we're going to have a junior category, Gunpla 1 144 and smaller, 1 100 and larger. Other mecha figures, ships and craft, diorama, and what's the other one? Go look at my notes. Snap builds, that's the other one. A snap builds category, so that gives us the 8. Was redacted should be asked to be judges for next redacted. Wait, this is the Northeast Gundam show. What is the Northeast Gundam show of blah blah? The Northeast Mecha Modeling Expo and Competition, NEMEC, NEMMEC. It's an event going to be here in New Hampshire at Mecha Warehouse, August 13th. It's a Sunday. It's going to be a big in-person contest, competition, like SCGMC or IPMS style. Planning on using the SCGMC rubric for judging. We're going to have some seminars and some other great things going on that day as well. To make it, I'm also curious how it just shows for Jigs and Dents. It's a random draw. We basically pick a number and then count off the number in the reactions in that channel. New Master Grade, Tomato, at least half the scale. All that bills and car insurance. The reason I stopped buying kits. Storing kits is a challenge. I'm looking for about 20 kits spread across my room right now. Closet is full. Saltiest Dogs, you are way behind on the stream, I think. I mean, Nick, would you buy accessory kits like the system weapons ones and whatnot? But if it was shields like Gelko, Jim Ground, I kind of wish Bandai would offer that. That'd be cool. New Hampshire, you say. Yep. Be right up here at the warehouse. I'm really looking forward to it. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff we're working on. A couple seminars, kind of teaching in-depth skills. We'll have obviously the competition, which I think will be the largest mecha-focused competition, at least in the Northeast, if not East Coast, maybe. Which should be good, and we'll have some other good stuff going on as well. We'll be unleashing the details. Unleash the Kraken. The more details will be coming out over the next few weeks as we finalize things. Sub J Punisher. Unleash the Hounds. Only Sunday, or will you have anything going on Saturday? People fly in, like from Phoenix. There's nothing officially planned for Saturday. Although, if we have a lot of people coming in, maybe we could set up like a meet and greet or something in the afternoon, or a build day or something to kind of coordinate something the day before. I don't know, to see what. That's a great idea, though. I wish I could be there. Probably would be a highlight of my life. But next year I'll be free on that day. Yeah, we'll try to get the assuming everything goes well and we are going to do a second one, we'll hopefully select a date for a 2024 event as early as possible. This was a little bit more I don't know, a little last minute I guess, and the planning. Try not to have it be last minute, but I don't know what it was that pushed me over the edge to just say, you know what, this is happening this year. Because we've been talking about doing something like this for a while now. A compilation video of Half-Life Blue Shift opposing force and DK in one video to visually show the timeline of Half-Life. It's 8 hours long. Still watching. Make the drive. Gotta check with the wife. Should go make a weekend of it. That'd be cool. The day of the event will be as big as a festival and build fighters complete with the life-size statue of Blue. Can only hope. I knew there was going to be something when I learned it from old school. Yeah, we haven't started doing a lot of our public promotion for it yet. We're going to start running some ads and posting a lot more social media stuff about it. I think we just finally posted the save the date on like Instagram and Facebook and stuff this past week. And we're going to start really going hard on promoting it though in the next few weeks. So if you know anybody who's interested or would be interested, especially if they're within the driving distance, definitely help spread the word if you can. I plan on flying in, but I think I'm going to drive instead. How far are you, Lord Kronos? Let's do New Hampshire in August to make a nice weekend out of it. Yeah, there's some good stuff in New Hampshire. Especially northern New Hampshire, you go a little bit further than we are north, and there's some nice trails and like outdoor kind of stuff to do. Springfield, Missouri. Okay, well that's definitely make a choice between driving or flying. New Hampshire is closed, close to North Carolina. I could make it. So when Cali, get a school bus and drive through and pick us all up. There you go. So weather over there in August, anything to me out of Arizona. Anything to get me out of Arizona, 120 degree plus weather. It can be warm in August, but warm in August, you know, might be 90s. It rarely gets, you know, over 100 here in New Hampshire. It definitely is possible. Probably a little bit more humidity. Pittsfield, Mass. I think I'm a little over an hour away. I think Pittsfield's like 3. Got some family in Pittsfield. I'll actually be heading down there in a few weeks, I think, to visit some. Probably pay for a drive or something because I barely drive anywhere as it is, and I haven't left my general area or state in over a decade. The smoke from Canada doesn't reach any further down. We live stream the event, or at least have a feed going. I'm not sure about a feed. We'll definitely be doing a vlog of it. I can look into the live stream thing. I think it'll be hard to live stream because I'm not sure what you would get from a live stream. We might like go on Instagram or live or something during the event. You know, relatively briefly. But it's kind of hard to live stream like a con, essentially. Or maybe I guessed wrong, and that's cool. Yeah, I think it's something like that. I was looking at the drive time Because you basically got to come over to the pike and then head up. Real quick, Kyle. What's up, Matthew? Okay, B224. Turn out to Harrisburg, PA a few times, so driving the extra few hours should be alright. Last year in the contest results and highlight the builds. So that we might be able to do. We're going to do some... our game plan is to be able to have like a PowerPoint slides of the winners when we're announcing the winners. So I can look into how we would do that. I can bring that up in one of our meetings and see if we can figure out how we would do that. The New Hampshire Motor Speedway once we went through Vermont. Maybe there's a way to go that way that's, I don't know if it's faster or... Oh, wait, Balancer is a game changer. Like it gets rid of nut marks, makes it clean as well. I knew the day of the 24 event, far enough advance, I try to make the trip up from New York for sure. Yeah, we'll try to like announce the 2024 date, I don't know, soon after the 2023 event maybe. Draw number 2 here. Have fun coming to Pittsfield though. We'll try. It'll be a long drive with kids. I mean, I guess it could be worse. It's only a few hours, but should be good. Haven't been down that way in years. It's probably been like 3 or 4. All right. Sup, Jim and Boo. Okay, draw number 2. We're going to do a number from 1 to 700. And let's answer the question, do you paint your models? 1 to 700, do you paint your models? Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. 1 to 700, answer the question, do you paint your models? Okay, B2, 18. Pick my first kit now, nice. A11. We got building tonight, Nick. Jacob, welcome. I'm working on the HG Fair Act. Hopefully finishing it up soon. Working on a backpack right now. Some markers sometimes nice. Only details so far, but I'm planning my first paint build for the Redacted contest. Nice. Yeah, just access the top right now. Gonna step up the game soon. Awesome. Kind of, sort of, not really. you have bought paint markers but not sure how to get started. Really, I'd say just get started. If you haven't painted anything, get some like plastic spoons and try painting on them first, because they're cheap and easy. And I'll give you an idea of some of the technique stuff before you do it on an actual kit. Help you build a little bit of that confidence. I did paint the scars and the crossbone MG once, but Ozaku's painting is a bit of a must for me. Nice. Finally, I finished all sanding on the MG geese. Now I can wash it and build it. One of my recent paints has been I'm working on painting those exit vehicles submachines, the 30-minute mission ones for that diorama I'm working on. And you throw the primer on there and then see all the stuff that you didn't, all the nubs that maybe didn't get fully removed or seam lines, etc. And it's so painful to have to go back to fix it. You start by a cheap entry grade kit, play with markers on kit that is cheap. It's a good idea. I recommend those display markers are easy to use, not sloppy. You should go to town. Don't be afraid of ruining a kit. You can always learn. Your next kit will always be better. True, and you can pretty much, I think it's just rubbing alcohol will take markers off. At least the Gundam markers. So you can always essentially strip it all and start over. Or just help out with sales bonuses you missed. And when you miss a lot of stuff, it's especially painful. I feel like the most recent one that I primed had a lot of flaws. What do you use for top coat for your kits? I use the Mecha color top coats. Usually I do a gloss before I do decals or panel lining when I paint. And then I will use the matte to finish it off. And use the Sharpie oil markers in your Gundam kit. I've definitely heard of people using Sharpies before. I haven't used it myself. So markers are super nice, just keep them upright. Tip down when not in use. Use matte finish even if you have glossy paint. I tend to use a matte finish on basically everything I build, with a few exceptions here and there. I just tend to like that look better. I'm trying to paint a few of the figurines from some of my kits while trying to not go cross-eyed. You thin the Mecha Matte Clear. I want to try that stuff. I do thin. Painting HG Freedom Gundam for July 4th contest in my local Gundam shop, doing red, white, and blue metallics. Nice. Okay. B219. I do paint some kits, but it's mostly a necessity of color correction. It's a good enough reason to paint. You guys are 2 hours and 48 minutes away. Sounds about right. Still not horrible though. It's drivable. And as long as you're willing to get up early enough, you could do the trip out and back in one day and avoid hotels and stuff. The next sticker, but plushie doll win. I want to do a plushie of blue at some point. Is the gray bouncer stronger or weaker than the green? I like the green followed with a little cloth, but the white side is too gloss. I think gray is just more matte-ish, I guess. Think about the twizzlers you can eat while driving that long. Next paint job is going to be my amplified gallant lawn. Nice. we'll call time here and do the draw here. The time has been called. $254. I'll wait for us to finish scrolling. Nope, I think we're there. Okay. I don't see a winner. I'll let you guys confirm. If that's the case, we will do another draw soon. What was it, number 254? 0xFE and hex for the nerds in the room. Streams on Saturday now. They've always been on Saturday, or at least for years. I think they've always been on Saturday as long as I've been on YouTube, at least. I think I streamed on Twitch on a different day before the YouTube thing, but considering this is what stream number 152, we're almost at the 3-year mark, I think. And I just wanted to get better at paneling with various markers. Use display, fine tip, and real touch gutter markers, but it always feels like a crapshoot. What was the winning number 254? SanTV. Something made in heaven realizes they've been watching VODs for months. Could be. Does everybody want to check what the first YouTube stream, what the date was on that? I bet you we're right around a year. I think it was June 2020 that we started. You top coding, make sure the scribes are deep enough. I usually don't have an issue with that, at least not with just top coating. If you're painting, it can be more of an issue depending on how thick your paint is and how deep the panel lines are. Got markers at least. I let this sit in a corner pull a bit, then drag it around. So for markers, if I'm panel lining, I use the just the fine tip ones, and I just run them right through the lines and then wipe off the excess with an eraser or a Q-tip. Could also go with the pour type, where it's more like using, to me, a panel line accent, where you're essentially dabbing it and letting capillary action pull the ink through the line for you. Do you want to get the gold markers for the Lupus Rex, since the stickers to make it yellow and spots don't fit well? That's a good use for markers. That's kind of what I prefer to use markers for. If I'm going to use markers, is for otherwise unpainted builds. Okay, B217. Like if you saw the team pick the MG Heavy Arms from this week, a lot of those details I painted with markers, the Gatling gun, the missiles, etc. I think that wipes out a runner. That's nice. Most folks, it just doesn't get the top coat due to circumstances. I at times look over lines in my grid as scribe, but it depends on the kit. Double event stickers for the RG cramps are annoying, so I plan to use metallic pads instead. I think I did some details on the MG 3.0 as well, because they got like gold stickers, I think, for some details in some of the joints of the frame. Some of the Nu Gundam markers from the EX line are nice. I just wish they used or had an alternative soft brush like sponge tip like the Display ones. I haven't used any of the EX or the Display for that matter, but that makes sense. Adding photo etch to my EG Arc 78 for my competition piece right now. Nice. Definitely want to try photo etch at some point. Careful with photo etch parts on the inside of the EG skirts, they can and will scrape paint on the legs. Alright, it's another runner down. MG Heavy Arms is the first kit I did accent painting on. Also the first time using the EX Chrome Gundam marker. Can confirm paint scratch too. EX white marker is a lot better than the standard one. If you're painting the sleeve features on, so the exaggerate, it works really well. That's cool. MadWorks made some photo etch kits for the artifact kits. We hope they get some in stock on some store in the US. We're hopefully going to be working on getting MadWorks restock again in the near future. So, not sure the exact timeline on that. We're still catching up on a lot of stuff, but we'll hopefully get back into that whole thing. So got my eyes open for the Series 3. This should be around soon. Hopefully. I haven't seen anything with regards to ordering Series 3 though. So I'm not sure if they're being direct imported or not. Okay, so those are there. Oh, I missed those. 8, 12, and 13. So it looks like I got this, and then was it the rifle to do next? The rifle looks like it's only a few parts, so hopefully I have this thing wrapped up pretty soon and break open this Tamatu for the redacted box. If not, actually start building it. Has anyone else gotten very far with their redacted build? Those of you who are participating, did anybody get deeper into customization, or just snap built their kits, or where are people at? About full customization now. Nice redacted build. Kit patch engineering is effectively done. Working on detailing. Subscribing the footage work. Started priming the tomato. Tamatu. Is that the autocorrect? Half of the snapping when you pick up some supplies for moving forward the build. A bit. Right. Painted a little bit, but I don't not like the exoskeleton. The frame done, I'm saving the rest of the parts now. Here we go, starting the MG Mark II gun. First time using gun from the Razor. Wish me luck. Good luck. Finish up the customization. Just have a couple more things to figure out before I try painting. Hack apart the extra armor bits. If that doesn't go well fast enough, I'll drop into the OOB build. Still scrapping mine. Mine a Psycho Hint. Not sure what that means. Finished my full resin conversion a couple weeks back. MG and Pulse Gundam with Joe and Kit. Went with the purple Talon scheme. You guys are putting down numbers and answers. I think you're behind on the stream by a little bit. Okay, so this part's done, so I should be able to put the backpack on the back. Psycho Tama too. Finished my full resin version a couple weeks back. I'll argue with that. Nick, have you built any of the RG Evangelion kits? Finally got the last 2 kits I need for the whole set. I have not. I'm planning to make a perfect Barbatos using parts from ECAH Gundam Barbatos unit. Each Gundam Barbatos unit available. But I made it. At least I'm full of burgers. How's it going? Good, random hero. Welcome. Chat sees one number and then all freaks out. Yeah, there is no draw going on right now, guys. So whoever is posting numbers and answers, there's definitely no draw going on. Let's grab my spare parts for storage. It's like a sympathetic numbers or something. Yeah, definitely not bots. They're all real people. We're not doing any number right now, and I want to wait till there's been no numbers for a while before I start. I'm going to ask a question that makes it obvious that people weren't paying attention to, I think. This is a long rifle for a HG kid. This is why I can't ask questions like how old are you at other times in the stream, because someone will post their age and then everybody will start posting numbers for the contest. I switch from asking from 02 to a random range like 1011. I think we've done that before. It really screws people up. Hopefully posable enough to hold that rifle. Yeah, hopefully. Guess we'll find out. The first injury I had while building a kit, I poked myself a few times. It's probably pretty common. Pause and assume it would just skip all the stuff they paused from. The numbers just come blow. Hurt my pride a few times. Whereas the Ferret is going to get a not P Bandai expansion set. Guess we'll find out. Nick, do you run the Instagram as well? Depends on what you mean by run. I don't... Santana schedules and posts most of the things on the Instagram. Things like spotlights we'll usually review as a team to try to get the details right. Since Santana doesn't know as much of the different stuff and a lot of submissions are missing important information, like what the kit is. But so I don't end up posting directly super frequently though. The info to Spotlight and got a reply. I was just wondering if it was you. I do respond to most of the DMs though, so if you're getting DMs on there, that's usually me. And the comments are usually me. Occasionally somebody else will respond to something. Usually if it's requires a timely answer or something and they don't think I'm gonna respond. What was the question again? There is no question, there is no draw going on right now. Build the X2 with the gold holo decals, nice. Everyone will slide in Nick's DMs. What's up, Mr. Trashcan Bob? So we ever do a pure custom? I think I will. That'll probably happen. I've got a couple kits in the backlog that are there mainly because I want to do something different with them. Gee, how surprising, but I can see how it would work. I'm sticking on 44, but I can see where letting the scales on the line, cut the plastic, glue different parts to make a new kit. Yeah, I could see doing that. What's the question? There is no question. We are not currently in the middle of a draw. I'm going to wait a little bit extra, I think, just to make sure we flush out the people that were behind on the stream. Man, I'm really late. No worries. We just had a serious number of people posting numbers and answers to a non-existent question because they're behind on the stream. So It's an interesting rifle design. Makes sense. I'm trying to hide from my daughter's sleepover. There are 5 girls in my house and it's loud here, I bet. Alright, so we got the rifle on there. I think I have to mount the beam sabers in here to call this done. C4. While I'm at it, I might as well cut out a spare part here. That wipes out that runner. Just realized the angle this thing's pointing this rifle is basically right at my face. This is the first rifle I've seen on a kit that doesn't have some sort of camera feature apparent on it. I'm super excited about the arrow rifle. I'll stay dual saber. Yeah, it's not the coolest rifle design. .360 no scope. Try and work with Discord tonight, but need Nick to send a code. Mine is long past expired. I'll send an email to support or whatever. I'll see what I can do. Finish this part, and then I'll put up the next draw, and then I think set aside these spare parts and these runners and break out the redacted. Alright, Nick, I'll get Discord up this weekend, hopefully. Cool. It's definitely worth it. There's a lot of cool stuff going on the Discord. Alright, so I think that one is done. So I'm just going to cut that off right there. I don't need the whole runner, just the extra hand in case I want it later. Looks like there's a spare clear part here. Hopefully I didn't miss that somewhere. Oh, I think I did. That must go in the head. So I'm gonna do that in a second. How far? Oh man. We were so close. Somebody saw a number. So I think for this next draw, if your answer to the question doesn't appear to be relevant, I might have to not give it to you. Start making people give us numbers that are relevant. Those colors are jokes instead. Yeah, go use the restroom and I'm now invaded by chat. There has not been a question yet. Thanks for the super chat made in heaven. I gotta think up a really good question. What kits do you have built on the shelf behind me? So there are 3 MGs on that shelf that's visible there. An MG Heavy Arms Custom, MG Tall Geese 2, and a Wing Proto Zero. There's also, I think, a HG Magnac. Kick people. We don't need to kick people. Since we did have that super chat, I will mention that any super chat revenue will go towards future extra giveaways for situations like when a prize is won super early and stuff like that. Thank you, Brian, for the super chat. Got a little cascade effect going on now. Okay, let's there. Now the build's done. So completely random question, something people can't just guess at. Okay, I gotta figure out the number range here. If you go smaller, close to the end, I'll go with normal. So, got the number range set. Don't ask a yes or no question. Yeah, no yes or no question. Okay, here's a random question from my list. So we're gonna do a number from 1 to 400, and what's your favorite vacation spot? 1 to 400, favorite vacation spot. Where would you want to go on vacation? However you want to read that question. Number 1, number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only shipped US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number had to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. So I kind of make a graphic for super chats. Yeah, I think Did we do the sub? Did we move that to be the Mecha Warehouse chibi image or something? We probably could just reuse that one, just adjust it or whatever. Does my bed count? A lot of Japans in there. Okay, so Fair Act can get kind of out of the way here. A vacation by, I think, Cancun or Hawaii. 0 to what? 1 to 400. Too introverted to have one. I think you can go on vacation and be an introvert. Alright, so time to break open this one here. Let's finish the build. Can you do a full turn of the kit near the camera? Sure. I mean, this. Turn it around here in this plane. It's a pretty cool looking build. I feel like there's lots of possibilities here for custom stuff because it's kind of so different. Got some interesting gimmicks and design features and stuff. So you're gonna build which category? The judges, we are all doing essentially an open category build. Saying I like the exoskeleton at the outside, painted the exoskeleton, and it's chilling on my desk. Legs for days, chat. Legs for days. Okay, so these two are both A runners and they're duplicates. So I'm probably gonna drop my stuff all over the place. I'm gonna probably just set one of these aside since I'm gonna be painting this anyway. This redacted box kit, it is Depeche. You heard about Mark 1. High expectations for your redacted diorama. Oops. Trying to do 2. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. What part of model do you not like build the most? For me, it's the feet. I feel like the weapons sometimes. Okay, so we got a B and a C here. This bag just cut. Martin Luther King did alter reality, really dynamic switch of Raiden as a student and Liu Kang as the teacher. Are you guys talking about the movie? Okay, and there's 2 D runners here. Patrick said this is a super quick build, and I really don't believe him. It's a question, just made it back. Favorite vacation spot, number range is 1 to 400. This one's interesting that the manual, I think, looks like it's like a lot of the Gundam manuals read left to right. This kind of opens, well, I guess the inside looks like it goes kind of left to right. I might need that at some point too. Use that one set aside for the moment. What was a question? Favorite vacation spot? I'm gonna call time here momentarily. Okay, looks like it's runner B for the frame. Planning on painting this, so I gotta make sure I do a really good job of nub removal. Oh, it is very quick. Yeah, Patrick's saying it's gonna take like 30 minutes though, but I don't think he watches enough of the streams. The build competitions are over. You're gonna make a video showing off all the submitted entries, not just the winners. We are. We plan on scrolling through all of them. Okay, calling time here. 1 to 400. 77 is our number. I don't see a 77. I'll let you guys confirm. And if that's the case, we'll have got one more draw on us before the stream is done. Oh, so actually this has to do with the, I think these are the legs first, times 4, D5 and D3. Some more intense than lottery. Depending, do you want to just go with the light tan color armor? I mean, I'm going to prime it either way, so I mean, I guess I could decide to swap to the other color. I think, though, priming gray over the teal green is just going to be nicer from being able to see it. I like the contrast when I'm painting, so I can see if it's going on smoothly better. I hate painting like white onto white and stuff. It's so much harder to tell if you get a good coat or not. Probably not going to get beyond this step, presumably, today, but next time we should be able to make some significant progress on this. I don't care if I win, just like to hang out. Hopefully that's what most of us feel, because statistically, we're not all going to win. Yep. Legs first, and then body frame is pretty quick. You might want to flip open the book more. The head is first, but to each their own. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, whoops. Well, I'll go back for the head. I'm already doing the legs. That's pretty cool. Lots of little details in the molds. Most of the streams I just sit back and build 'cause it's more like a Gundam than a model head for grabs, said, because sometimes the questions are engaging. Complete instinct, always start at the legs. Sounds better, Nick. How's the fam? Good, Doug. How are you? Yeah, Nick have to EC. That's for instructions. What was number? I missed it. 77 was what we drew. I'm tempted to break out the sanding sponges on this just to hit some of these a little harder and a little faster. Oh, that one came off easy though. If you're gonna paint it, might as well just use sanding sponges. It's a deadline for adapted contest. The submission deadline, I think, is July 28th, I think. The clear coat and fail assembly on one. Take part in a clan match for GBO2 after this. 2 hours up the top of this, so late at night, gonna be rough. Go. Want to make sure I get the paint prepped as done as possible because I want to do it at some point. I might as well do it now to make sure these nubs are as clean as possible. Especially not knowing what I want to do with it yet. What I'm gonna make visible or not make visible. Just saying I'm prepared for this moment, Nick. Right? See, I wish there was a product, maybe I need to go make said product, that you could spray out of a little bottle that was non-toxic, that essentially got you like the equivalent of that primer coat that could help highlight things like mold lines that you can't otherwise see and nubs and stuff, and get you that same effect, but something you could do without the airbrush and any other fancy tools. Proving spray or something, I don't know what you'd call it, something like that. So Mr. Surfacer, yeah, basically, but I don't want to have to use the airbrush, I don't want it to be set up for that. I don't want it to be a mess after it goes on, I just want something I can spray on, look at it, wipe it off. You know, that's not intended to be permanent. Goals that you could have to do some sort of crazy detailed inner frame painting as well as the outer armor. Here's my third time in 2 build. I didn't even need to look at the instructions. Nice. Water paint, I mean, basically, it's like, I guess you could just take like an acrylic type paint, thin it way down or something, and put in a little spray bottle or something. Like a little mister. What about water with baking soda? Will use a matte white finish? Maybe. I might have to like experiment with that. So I feel like knowing whether or not the part is fully clean is so hard sometimes. And that would be like the building cheat code I'd want. Maybe something you hold under UV light to see. I don't know, I feel like being able to see it in regular light would be useful. I'd want something that just would wash off really easy when you go to wash the part, but would give you a similar effect to priming it. Clans with Clan 30 will usually have bench warmers depending on if everyone is participating in the match type. Honestly, Clan battles the PC is bust due to hacks. Okay, let's cut some of these nubs since I might be taking this back apart. Alright, that's one down. Let's do this last draw. Just going, God has a razor gate remover kit today, and I can't wait to build with them. Thanks to you and the team. No problem, thank you. Alright, last draw. Get this number range figured out. Okay, so I saw it mentioned earlier. Easy question that we'll know if people are actually paying attention or not. Let's do a number from 1 to 120, and what is your favorite color? 1 to 120, what is your favorite color? One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer and the number has to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. 1 to 120, favorite color. You just doing with the vacation question? I did. Okay, we're doing one more for the end of the stream here. And I want to help fix the mower. What's going on with your mower, Doug? Handle broke again. Not really doing the time. I did do the time. I called the number. Decide if I'm going to want a seam line remove on these or not. Guess it depends on if I'm going to make the frames visible at all. Got legs and arms done on the goop. Going to call that good for tonight. Good on, forgot. We're all getting a little older each day, I think. What's the max number limit? We're doing 1 to 120, right, I guessed. Kind of want the Tiona Dom or Guild kit. That'd probably be pretty cool. I'll do this leg real quick. And then I will call a number and call it a night. Looking to my flight. Flight for what, Doug? Produce more of the EcoBlock kits. It helps with recycling as well. It'd be good to have better recycling options for runners. Whether that's figuring out better options for the existing kits or coming up with better material. Flight box. Oh, I see. Looking forward to your flight box. I didn't read the emoji very well. Is this the latest drawing? Yes, Julius, we are on the last drawing of the night. 1 to 120 favorite color. A runner build a giant board cube model with them. That's not a terrible idea. I was thinking of buying a 3D printer soon. Does it work for? Can you 3D print with that material? It'd be cool if Bandai had some kind of mailing system where you could get them to send your old runners and turn them around and use them for EcoPla. Machine to make it and film it would probably cost a fortune, but then Japan they had an option to drop off runners at Gundam base, which they had something like that here, or even mail in. Yeah, it's probably not very cost effective, and I almost wonder if you'd produce more carbon and side effects from the extra mail trying to mail them back in. Thanks to the Godhand Razor again. They're the perfect birthday gift for myself. I'm glad I catch the weekly live stream after work. No problem. Glad you could make it. I haven't drawn for this last one yet. A thing where they soak nubs into me a thin cement and use it as a paste. That's stuff I've heard of that, making essentially a putty out of nubs. Cut these pegs down. Put those pieces together. All right. What was the question? Question was favorite color. Just trying to runners at a plot plate. That'd be pretty cool if it were possible. during what temp the runner turns liquid versus burns or melts? Good question. I'm going to call time here in a sec and then draw this last number and call it a night. Okay, so time has been called 1 to 120, number 58. It's the funkiest living color, a valid answer. Looks like we have two 58s. Muted just before the sneeze there. All right, so 58, we got Shining You. All right, Shining You, and the other one was Death. Oh man. So we're gonna flip the coin for it. Whoever calls heads or tails first. Oh, it looks like Death called tails. So this is heads. This is tails. I'm gonna flip the coin. I'm gonna catch it, land in my hand. I'm gonna put it in the back of my hand. And if I drop it, I'll re-flip. Good luck, guys. Nice clean flip. Hard smack the back of my hand. That kind of hurt. 2, 3 types of temperatures, different types of runners. All right, here we go with the unveil. And it comes up tails. So congratulations, Death. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com. Better luck next time, Shiny You or Yui. But yeah, send your info to support@mechawarehouse.com, Death, and we will send that prize out this week. And otherwise, we'll see you guys all next week. We'll be back at it, continuing with the Tamo 2 and getting it ready for my contest entry. And yeah, have a good week, everybody. Oh, don't forget, MG15 for 15% off MG kits this weekend at mechawarehouse.com. All right, have a good evening, everyone. See you next time.